Hi guys, welcome back. Sorry I did that high pitch thing again. Um, I know it's been a minute. I was resting. I didn't feel well. Um, yeah, I was just a bunch of different things. So yeah, I'm back. Okay. So we're gonna continue and finish the spiritual readings, which I was actually quite enjoying. So I'm doing a reading for the sign of Libra. Um, sorry, I thought I heard something, but yeah. Okay. Uh, Libras, you guys might need more rest. While I was in your meditation, I actually started to kind of doze off. Like, not like hardcore, but enough to the point where I was like, dude, I'm kind of tired. Maybe I should take a nap. And then I was like, no, I'm not. I'm not taking a nap. Like, what the hell? Um. So yeah, you guys might want to take a nap. So I don't know why I'm not liking my hair. So I'm just gonna. Sorry, guys. Something is off, and I'm not enjoying it. So there. Okay, that's better. I don't know what it is. I think it's just because it's grown out so much. It looks weird with the blonde and the black and the. Yeah, my mom actually just got back from Mexico. My grandmother's house over there. She went to go check up on it, and she also got some stuff because I'm planning my youngest daughter's quinceañera. She grabbed some supplies for me, and also she got some hair supplies because everything's so much cheaper over there. So I'm gonna fix my hair because this growth is ridiculous. Yeah, yeah, the growth on Mexicans is like, yeah. So it's to the point where I need a haircut because I sit down and I sit on my hair like it pulls my hair back. So I'm probably gonna get a little. I'm gonna give myself a little haircut too, but I usually only do that on the new moons. Um. Okay. I know I've been talking a lot. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. All right, you guys got Bridget, creative spark. Okay. Inspiration and imagination are yours to play with right now. You effortlessly connect to your inner creative spark and make meaningful and beautiful experiences for yourself and others. Take advantage of this fruitful time when you are so in tune. It's like taking a magical trip to the land of the fairy, where all that glitters really is gold, and your life seems like a grand artistic gesture. The fairy Celtic goddess of creativity calls you to play in the artistry of your life, your work, and your loves. Bridget is whispering her sparkling music deep in your souls. Are you listening? And then the ancient alignment is sometimes you get into a creative slump and you feel frozen in midair, unable to move in any direction. Perhaps you are unsure of the next step with someone new, or a project becomes a looming behemoth in your mind, or you can't think of anything to say in a social moment. Maybe you think all your best ideas are gone. Bridget offers you Bridget offers you the alignment task of moving for your attention away and remembering what it was like when you were little, when you finger painted and drew stick figures and played with your pals in a sandbox or playground. What moved you and lit you up then in the same creative spark that can move you now. Playful curiosity is what's called for. Don't take yourself or your current positions too seriously. It's time to be free from the burden of expectation you've set upon yourself. Don't try so hard. The triple goddess of the hearth, the forge, and inspiration brings all her aspects together to help you sparkle. Yeah, so it's funny that I was telling you guys how I took a break because I wasn't feeling well. It's just a trifecta of things. Sorry, here comes the boss. Go ahead and cross. He's crossing to the window. It was just a trifecta of things, right? It was a mixture of not feeling well, um, and then honestly, it did feel a little bit like almost like a taking a mental day, right? Um, so that's kind of what it felt like. Okay. And that's what it said in your message. So, um, use the energy of Bridget because there's a creative spark coming. I feel off in your reading. I feel there's a sense of like tired with high and like yeah, I feel kind of high to be honest with you. And I don't typically do that. I couldn't tell you when the last time it was that I did that. But I feel high as and I've cut way back on my drinking. I'm talking like maybe twice a month. I drank this week. Took me out. I'm like, it's not even worth it, dude. I'm so tired, and my body literally knows it. My body's like, nah, we're not doing this anymore. After that, I was like, you got it. So I cut way back. And then because I eat such low carbs, or no carbs almost, like I can't, my body doesn't absorb it. So I just feel like shit. Okay, you got the King of Pentacles at the bottom. You got the Page of Cups. We have the Judgment. This is for Libra. The Queen of Swords and the Hermit. And then at the bottom of the deck we have the King of Swords, the Throne of Knowledge. See, I feel really foggy. I mean, right now you guys are sitting pretty, okay? You guys are the King of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. So, you guys have the necessary information. You guys are seeing things clearly right now. I feel like you guys are, whenever there's a fire, you're ready to put it out. You guys are, taking care of business, the home, the work, all the challenges that you have to take care of. You guys are on top of it. And then with the King of Pentacles, you can't just sit here. I have to read. I want to read. You must move. And you must make haste. I feel like you guys are pretty secure. Even if you guys are having, sorry, he looks dark because of my baby. Oh, the baby. Oh, the baby. Okay, go to the bed. He's like, I'm not staying on the bed. Even if you guys are having like, no, I'm not getting that actually. I feel like you guys are feeling very secure with yourselves and also very secure in where you're at with so I'm getting you're feeling secure, but there's something here about money, and I don't feel like you guys are struggling with money, but it does feel like there was a loss of money, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's so funny because this literally looks like LA. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar, but I grew up in LA, and this looks like the Hollywood stars and then the palm trees. Um, you know what this gives me? Looking at her, okay. So I just watched Smile 2. It was a really good movie, by the way. Where me and my daughters are like, well, at least me and my oldest. My youngest, she loves manga. She will watch a scary movie, but she could take it or leave it, right? And so we watched Smile 2, and we've been waiting for this movie to come out. And in this movie, this girl is this famous person, but she was just so miserable. She's just so miserable. And that's not really the the moral of the story. But I'm laughing because it's one of our favorite songs. But this card is giving me that image of like just this person who had, look, do you see how she has like diamonds and she has like stuff on her in her hand? She has like security. She even has like jewelry and she's dropping them on the floor and she just doesn't give a shit. She just has this face of like, I really don't care. So there's a sense of apathy here. There's like this dead stare in her eyes, right? And then you have the Page of Cups here, the home of expression. There's a sense or a need here of expressing yourself, but you're afraid of judgment. Okay. Um, you feel like there's only one way to do it. And some of you guys might actually be having panic attacks. This might be giving you a lot of anxiety. Um, Something about New York. You guys are feeling right now. I feel severely overwhelmed. It feels like you guys have needed to express yourself, um, and say. This reminds me a little bit of Virgo's reading, but and there's Virgo energy here at the end too, which is interesting. But yeah, you have the Page of Cups, so there's a need here to express yourself, and I feel like you guys haven't done it. You guys aren't expressing how you feel. I feel like in your whole life there is a lack of expression. I feel like um, there's always a fear of expressing or the way that you're going to say something or hurting other people's feelings, but that is people pleasing. That is still a need to not hurt other people's feelings, one. And again, we are not necessarily, it is not our job to tiptoe around other people's traumas, right? It's one thing for you to come up to them and insult them, and you know you're using words that are harsh or not, you can go a whole nother way around it. But when you can express yourself to the point where it's detrimental to you, to your situation, to how you feel, then there's a problem. And it could be vice versa, right? If you don't allow people to express themselves, then there's a problem. Okay. um I am getting though that this is something that has been gone for a while, if not since childhood, because I'm seeing an overgrowth of grass here and it's growing almost around his legs. So it's almost like there's an overgrown that this grass hasn't been cut in a long time. It hasn't been trimmed properly. Um it's something that you haven't allowed yourself to take control of. Okay. Um there is a need, especially for Libras. I mean, like all signs, but especially for Libras, if you have a lot of placements, obviously, to Libras, like for me, um there's a need for me to express. I have a Libra stellium, right? So I have like 3 or 4 placements of Libra in my chart. And I mean, look, this is what I do, and I try to express myself as honestly as possible. I also try to be as honest as possible. Do I lie? I do lie. In certain situations where, one, it's none of your damn business, or two, where you know, I know it's going to hurt somebody's feelings and I know it's not absolutely necessary. But if I'm going to say something and express myself and it's going to trigger you because you have an unhealed wound, that's your problem, not mine. Um, Meaning that obviously I'm not going to come out and say it because I know it's going to hurt you, but I am going to express myself in a subject or whatever it is. Or let's say, for example, if you're doing something and we're in a relationship and it's bothering me, I'm not going to hold it in. I'm going to let you know. And if you're somebody that does not express back or throws a tantrum and can't have a conversation, then we have a problem. Because if I can't express how I feel, I'm not safe around you. I'm not safe around you. I should be able to express my feelings, my emotions. I should be able to have room to be myself. And if I want to say something and not be judged or be treated like shit or be put down or be, gaslit and told what you're thinking is dumb or it's wrong, that's not what you saw or that's not what you thought, that's not right. That's not correct. Oh, that doesn't make any sense. You're making it a big deal. You're emotional. I don't care what you think if I'm emotional. I'm letting you know how I feel. I am telling you how I feel. You can't tell me how to feel about an experience that I'm going through, right? And but I do feel like this is bringing out your Queen of Swords. This is out bringing out the Queen of Swords for you, and this is the I have no salt on my tongue, no nothing. I will tell you straight up, and I will cut you down. Okay, and again, the Queen of Swords upright is somebody that will tell you the truth to your face and not have to insult you about it. She has strong boundaries, and again, I'm not talking about a female or energy or a masculine. I'm talking about energy, masculine or feminine energy. I right now am in masculine energy, because I am in doing. If you are healing, you are in feminine energy, right? It just depends on what you're doing, okay? Um, and so the Queen of Swords has her sword ready for anybody that's coming up to her to try to give her some kind of bullshit, some lie, some no nonsense, because lying is a energy. You can feel when somebody is lying to you. You can feel it in your core. You can feel it in the depths of your body. It is an energy, right? So when somebody's trying to even like half lie or like keeping things out of a story, or even when they're like confabulating, right? That's you can feel that's an energy. And so I feel like forever it is that I'm reading for, I feel like you every time you've tried to express yourself, you feel like you're being judged and you're not doing it anymore. With the King of Swords here and the Queen of Swords in this spread, yo, like I would not mess with this person. I would not mess with this person. This person is ready to stand for something, to stand for whatever it is that they believe in, and to stand for what their beliefs are. And if you don't agree with them, then we don't have to be together. We don't have to talk to each other. We don't have to be friends. We don't have to deal with each other. Because obviously, it doesn't mean we have to hate each other, but I am no longer sacrificing my beliefs, my peace, and my life for because you don't agree with me. I don't care if you agree with me. That wasn't the point of me expressing how I felt. The point of me expressing how I feel is for you to understand, to try and understand how I feel, right? And to see if you care enough to make a change. If not, that's cool too. I'll just move on out, right? I'll just move on out of the way. You can go and find somebody else. And I'm talking about like not just relationships. I'm talking about like, and people are like, oh, it's family. Dude, I didn't talk to my mom for like 10, 15 years because, that was a traumatic childhood. And there was nothing I needed to talk to her about. There was nothing. We weren't friends. We weren't anything, right? Until she came changed. And until then, we weren't friends. I cut out all my family. I didn't talk to anybody. I didn't talk to anybody for a good while, and then little by little, I started to reconnect with my family. But for a good time there, it was just me and my daughters. And with cutting out friends and all of that, understanding how you feel, or even if people don't reciprocate in friendships, a phone works two ways. Just stuff like that, right? But even if I say something and you don't respect what I say, and you um become defensive, or you come at me, or you this or you that, that is your problem, that you're becoming triggered. It's not mine. And that's something that you need to heal, right? So I'm yeah, I remember one friend, we went on vacation and she got upset because I was having a couple of drinks on the beach. And she was like, that triggers me. And I'm like, I'm so sorry that triggers you, but that is not my problem. Like, I'm not causing your trigger. You're being triggered on your own because of circumstances that you went through. Now, I'm on vacation. I am not drunk. I just want to have two. I think I had 2 or 3 drinks. If anybody knows me, that is basically like sniffing alcohol. And I just wanted to hang out on the beach. But she was triggered and she got upset. That is not my problem. That is not. I'm sorry that you are triggered, that I triggered a unhealed wound for you, but it is not my responsibility to heal that wound for you, or to tiptoe, or to even change my life, the way I live my life, for you to be comfortable. That's not fair of you to ask of anybody, right? Of course, if we care about people, we'll make changes. And I always, when I go over to her house, I don't swear, we don't drink, stuff like that. That was back when I used to hang out with her. But if you come to my house, understand that I'm going to do whatever the hell I want, because I am in my space, right? And I'm going to let you know about it, because I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to change who I am for you anymore, right? Or for anybody else. I just wanted to give that's so weird that it came up. I hadn't thought about that. That happened like 3 years ago. But right, it's about not tiptoeing around people's hurt. Oh, you're breaking up with me. How could you? But I love you. And or anything like, okay, I'm sorry, this is just not working for me. I gotta go. Right? It's that simple. And that's putting you into a hermit, which again, here it's Mercury, it's Virgo. Yeah, a lot of this is due to the fact that this we're in the Mercury retrograde, so it's putting you in a energy of solitude. Because when you cut off people that are trying to take from you, cut off people that are trying to lie from to you, you cut off people that are just not for your highest good, you're going to be placed in a very solitary place, because you'll find that there's not a lot of people that want the best for you. And that's okay. That's okay, because whenever you go alone, you start to understand, and you start to love yourself, and start to learn how to be alone. That way you don't go outside and look for people and places and things that you're trying to, I'm hearing like cover a hole, or trying to replace for something else, right? Let's clarify the King of Pentacles. Oh, see, there goes my nose. All of these readings, my nose have been super itchy. I got the King of Pentacles, got healing. The frequency of healing supports our intrinsic ability to restore our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses and harmonizing everything accordingly. Okay, so when I was reading that card, I'm going to tell you right now, honestly, I 1000% zoned out. I'm not even sure what I read, okay? And then I looked down at the card and I saw that girl's eyes like phased out. It was almost exactly what she was doing, and I feel like this is almost exactly what you guys are doing. And I don't zone out in my readings, okay? This is not what I do. I love doing my readings. I'm usually here 100%. I could not tell you what I just read. I could not. I feel like you guys are zoning the fuck out. You guys are not present, because you guys aren't even connected right now to yourselves. There's a need. Let me reread it. The frequency of healing supports our intrinsic ability to restore our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses and harmonizing everything accordingly. Yeah, it's taking what we're learning and it is integrating it to our DNA. We could, what's the best way to learn a second language? We can hear it, repeat it, and repeat it, and repeat it. But the truth is that, at least for most of the people that I know, you repeat, you hear it and then you repeat. You hear it and then you repeat, or you write it down. And that is how you learn something. For me, I have to be able to solve a math problem. Like you teach me how to do the math problem, and then you give me my own math problem, and then I have to figure out how to do it on my own. And then that way and that way. You don't give me the same math problem you just did. You give me a new one, right? And that is how I'm able to solve my problems. I have to be able to learn how to do it, solve it, and then solve a whole different, similar situation, but different, if that makes sense. The Page of Cups, prosperity. The frequency of prosperity supports our feeling of well-being by allowing the inclusion of everything that makes our body, mind, heart, soul, and spirit sing. It invites us to express ourselves in joy and celebration of the abundance and riches that the universe provides. Yeah. There is prosperity coming in, and there is a need to look around and see the good things that you have around you, but there is a need to remove yourself from the things that are not helping you and allow prosperity to come in, because the universe is trying to get you to a more abundant place, but it can't do that until you release certain mindsets, right? Judgment, crown chakra. The frequency of the crown chakra, the violet flower of life, supports our spiritual connection to the universe and our ability to transmute negative energy into life. Judgment. Whenever we're feeling anything like that, what we're doing is we need to transmute it. So what I'm doing is right now I'm transmuting any energies, and I am transmuting that into energy to this, right? Into love, into healing, into happiness. And any negative energies that I had or that I felt, or for the collective, I'm helping transmute that energy. Whenever you feel that judgment, or even if it's not coming from other people, it's coming from you, you transmute that and you say, you know what, I believe what I believe, or I said what I said, and that's that. And you go on. You take whatever it was that you felt, and you transmute that energy, and you use that energy to push yourself forward even more, to grow even more, right? Let's clarify the Queen of Swords. You got delight. The frequency of delight supports our capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight we feel, the more delight we invoke in others. Yes, the less bullshit you have in your life, the higher boundaries, the more boundaries you have with shitty energy, the happier you'll be, and the more you can give that out to the rest of the world. Right? If you're giving out all your energy to shitty people, like, you're left with no energy. You're left with no energy, or you're giving that out. They're giving out that negative energy to the people that actually matter, which is starting with you. Make sure you have your boundaries high, and you're cutting out people, all those people that just call you when they need something. Do those people call you and say, hey, I want to do something nice for you, let me do this for you? Or do they just call you every other day and say, hey, I need this, I need that, I need that, I need that, right? All right, and then we got the Hermit, the realization. The frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression in this world. Sorry if you can hear my daughter's cat. He likes to antagonize my cat. Yeah. Taking your truth, your voice, speaking your voice out with love, and taking that. And that is what you're expressing to the world once you go into your little hermit crab shell. Actually, that's me. That's Cancer. But the Hermit, oh, that's interesting. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But going into your little, hermit and taking that time to understand what it is that you will and won't tolerate, and being able to speak out about the things that make you not feel good and that you're not going to allow anymore. That's going to allow you to speak your truth, which is important. You are the main star, the of your life. It's your movie, right? You guys got Goddess Matangi and Heliotribe. I don't have any Heliotribe. If not, I'd show you. And it says, already there is value. Yeah, there's already value in you. And it got Crystal Goddesses 888. And then you got Angel Balthiel and Rose Quartz, Heart Healing Crystal Angels 444. You are being protected, of course. And I have a bunch, but this is the only one I have on hand. So it looks like there's rose quartz. And I just dropped my little Christmas truck. I don't know where my big piece is, but yeah. And then I'm gonna pull you guys one last guidance card, and then I'm gonna leave it there, Libras. Gratitude, appreciate present blessings. Look, what did it say? Prosperity. What did I say? Being grateful for what you have so that new things can come in. All right, Libras, I'm going to leave it there. I feel like this was the message you needed to hear. I appreciate you guys being here, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.